Hey, what's up guys, Drip Drop here, and today we're going to be ranking all 30 tracks from Mario Kart World. Now I chose these tracks from the Versus menu, so no Knockout Tour, no Grand Prix mode, no versing from track to track, no. This is just the track when you select it in Versus mode and you just play that one track. That's how I'm ranking these. I feel like that makes the most amount of sense. I know they put a lot of time into the intermissions, but that's not really what I care about from this game. For free roam, that's cool, but when it comes to a track ranking, I'm just looking at the tracks itself, you know what I mean? So, if you can't click on it in Versus mode, it don't count. That's why this is ranking all 30 and not 32, because in the Grand Prix mode, they actually split Peach Stadium and Crown City into two separate tracks. For here, nope, I'm not counting those. It's just 30, one track Peach Stadium, one track Crown City. Hope that makes sense. I feel like that's how a lot of other YouTubers are probably doing it. I don't know because I haven't watched any yet. But so this video is being recorded pretty close to launch. So no DLC stuff, no bonus tracks, no bonus 200cc game mode. God, I pray that they drop that mode, please, in the future. If you're watching this from the future, please tell me they added that. But no, so this is pretty close to launch. If you want to know my main combo, I be using Luigi on the Mach Rocket. That's my build. Specifically Mechanical Luigi with his cool little white outfit with the backwards hat. I think he looks pretty damn swank. But no, so let's get into the criteria of this list. So obviously the most important thing is how fun is the track? How fun is it just to race on, to play on? How good's the gameplay? How good is it intertwined classic Mario Kart track design and layout while also intertwining and intermixing it with the new mechanics like grinding and wall riding? You know, like, does it seamlessly flow into the track, or does it feel kind of tacked on and wonky and wacky? I actually think this game did a pretty good job of adding its new mechanics while also not making it feel super required. Like, you could totally play this game and get first place on every Grand Prix without using any of the new mechanics once, which I think is a really good thing. Some people might say that like, oh, well then that means that they're not really that important. No, 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 no. Some of the shortcuts are absolutely fundamental to using the new mechanics, but I'm just trying to say that even without the new mechanics, a lot of these tracks still flow absolutely phenomenally. And speaking of shortcuts, that takes me into our second point of criteria, that is shortcuts and like alternate routes and routes and all that cool fun stuff of like these little tricks here and there, these little secret grind rails all over. There's so many cool little secret alternate paths to put you ahead in this game. They're so fucking cool to find, and I'm still finding new ones as I'm playing today. Like there's so many. It's so cool. So many cool hidden strats. Like if you take this shortcut here, take this shortcut off this leaf here, go on the wall here, go under here. Like there's so much going on to these tracks. These tracks are so complex and they're so fun to explore and find all the hidden routes and all the cool optimal routes. It's just such a fun game to fucking optimize, man. I've spent so much time in the time trials already. This game is so fucking fun, man. And coming in on our last criteria point, it's just the aesthetics, the vibes, how it looks, how it feels, the music, just visual, just everything above, just how the track makes you feel. I mean, do you want to live here? Do you want to see this in real life? And the answer is yes. All these tracks have such different, unique atmospheres and ideas that I would just love to just take a stroll through this world and look at everything with my own damn eyeballs. But that's enough yapping. Oh, one more thing. Got to do a little bit more yapping. I couldn't get any footage of this game. I don't have any way to record Switch 2 footage, so I'm sorry that I have to do this with still frames. But I went out of my way. I went into photo mode. I tried to take some cool pictures. Some of them are funny pictures. I don't know. I went into the photo mode and I took all these pictures, and it was a whole hassle of importing them from my Switch to my smartphone with the Switch app, and then hassling them from my fucking smartphone to my computer for this video. It was a whole hassle, so please do not make fun of me because some of these pictures aren't the best. I tried my best, man. I really did. So please don't bully me over some of these pictures. I tried my best, man, to just take it easy, okay? So, enough yapping. Let's get into this list. I got some hot takes. I got some cold takes. But if you want to find out what they are, then let's get into the list. A 1, a 2, a skiddly diddly do. Surprising absolutely nobody, we got DS Desert Hills coming in at the 30th worst spot on the list, and nobody really wanted this track to return, like, at all. I don't think a single human in the history of ever was like, yes, Desert Hills, please return for a second time. The first time in Wii wasn't enough. We need you back again. But even despite that, and even though it is by far the worst track in the game, it's still not bad to race on at all. It still has some cool, unique parts, like the parts where them little statues with sunglasses start coming down, reference to the Mario Land 1 game from the Game Boy. That was pretty cool. I like the part where you can go into the water, which I don't understand why they keep putting these goddamn water sections in the desert. It's a goddamn desert! But it is what it is. At least this one's not called Dry Desert, and then have water in it. That's just fucking stupid. I'm still kind of pissed off about that. But it is what it is. This one, even though it's pretty empty, pretty dry, it doesn't even really feel like Desert Hills from DS, to be honest. Which you could see it as a good thing, I guess, because Desert Hills from DS was kind of boring in the first place. So the fact that this kind of feels like a new track entirely is kind of cool, I guess. But this one's still kind of boring too, so it's not really that cool, I guess. But I mean, it wouldn't make sense for it to be cool if it's a desert, because deserts are hot and cool is cool. That was terrible. We're moving on. Coming in at number 29, we got Moo Moo Meadows. And I honestly do like Moo Moo Meadows, but it was just pretty lame to see this come back again. I mean, it was literally just in the last game. And this track really hasn't changed that much for it to warrant being brought back. Like, I don't know. Like, it felt kind of weird to be brought back in Mario Kart 8 in the first place, so to bring it back again for a second time, it just feels like dumb. Like, why? You could at least brought back like Moo Moo Farm from fucking N64, like, because then we haven't seen that one in a while. But why Meadows? Like, I like the track, don't get me wrong, it's still fun, but it's just such a weird inclusion in this game. Like, I still don't understand why it's here. But I do like the cows. Obviously, I got this funny picture of this cow cheesing in the camera, and I do like that you can play as the cow in this game. There was a new shortcut added, but then they also got rid of a ramp, so that was kind of dumb. I don't know why they didn't just keep the ramp. It was like one of the most iconic parts from the original track, that little ramp there, and they just completely fucking got rid of it. That was silly. But apart from that, yeah, this is still fun. I mean, it's Moo Moo Meadows. You can't really fuck up a very simple, basic track. So, I mean, it's Moo Moo Meadows. I mean, that's it. Coming in at number 28, we got Choco Mountain. And honestly, I just kind of feel like an asshole. Because this map got a whole makeover, a whole brand new coat of paint. It changed so much. It's such a new, unique, identity. And I still just don't give a fuck about it. I don't know what this track can do to make me care about it. But I just don't. I mean, it's a fine track and all, but it's just like, even after all this new renovations and stuff, I still just don't care, man. Like, just stop bringing this course back. I don't want to see it anymore. It was in the 64 version. Pretty sure it was in DS. It was in Mario Kart 8, and now it's in this one. Like, I don't care. Just stop fucking putting it in the game. I don't care. Like, the monster truck aesthetic, it's a cool idea, but it just doesn't. I just don't care. Like, I don't. I feel like Wario Stadium was more than enough to get my fix of this aesthetic from this game. I really didn't need this track to do it too. Yeah. I mean, for what it's worth, Charge and Chuck is cool here, I guess. Coming in at 27, we got DK Pass. This is just a fun little simple one. Not a whole lot going on. Don't really have a lot to say. I just really like the snowy winter aesthetic. I think it's fun to race on. It's short and sweet. It's repping my boy Donkey Kong. He got a much better track later on in the game that we'll get to at the later on in this list. But for this one, it's just pretty fun. It's a cozy little winter themed track. I like the part where you go between the trees. And yeah, I mean, I know one of the first turns always trips people up there, where you got to turn to the left. I know a lot of people go off into the divot there and fall off track. And in this game, I haven't mentioned it yet, but going off track in this game is fucking brutal because you lose your items. So yeah, y'all need to lock in and stop failing at that first turn that I always see everyone die to. Lock in, y'all suck. Coming up next, we got Crown City, and honestly, I kind of struggled of where to put this one because it has parts that I really like and it has parts that I don't really like. Because this is a one-lapper, it's not 3 laps, so you're going to have sections that are really good and you're going to have sections that are not so good. I don't like the part where you're just going straight through that big straight line through all the traffic. I mean, it's kind of fun to dodge the traffic and stuff and short hop over, I guess it's called a charge jump, over the cars and get boost off them and stuff, but it's just not really that captivating to me. But when you get to these rooftop sections like I have on screen here, where you're up on top of the roofs and you're doing tricks in the air and the sky on the rooftops, like, that's super cool, man. I wish they would have did that the whole track. That would have been so awesome. And I also kind of take a fancy to the skate park section where there's like the little half pipe U-turn thing. That's pretty cool. But apart from that, The rest of this track really isn't super interesting or captivating, but that rooftop section in particular is really fun and really cool to race on, so that's why this got so high. Crown City, you're on thin ice, pal. You know what's funnier than number 24? Dandelion Depths at 25. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Ah! Away. I'm still recording. A spider jumped on me. I meant to hit end recording, but I'm still going. I'm scared of spiders. And one literally jumped on my leg as I was doing that part. That was awful. This was horrible. Do I keep this in the video? I don't know. I don't even think I killed it either. I think I just hid it away from me. Fuck. God damn it. Anyway, Dandelion Depths. It's cool. It has the Mario Odyssey aesthetic. And, where's that spider? I think he's gone for now. He's gonna come back with an army. Anyway, Dandelion Depths has the Steam Gardens Wooden Kingdom aesthetic. That's cool. And then you go underground, and you got the pool of water in the cavern. That's less cool. It's kind of lame. And, yeah. And then you come back out, and then it's the cool part again. I don't know. It's just kind of empty, kind of boring. It's not a whole lot to do. It's just like a big pool of water that you can just do some tricks on. I don't know. Coming in at 24, we got Mario Bros. Circuit, which is entirely different from Mario Circuit. There will be a test. Pay attention. Anyway, I gotta say, just off rip, you know, we're used to the starting course in the game being like a grassy stadium. This one's got that canyon, rustic, kind of arid, dry vibe. I really love it. I feel like fucking Toe Mater's gonna come out any second and be like, "Dadgum, welcome to Radiator Springs. Now we can't afford no pool, so we'll just put a tarp in the back of my pickup bed, and then we'll just swim in it, get some pine cones as pool floaties, pretend they're rubber ducks." But just the layout, I think it's pretty cool. Like the whole track, like the whole like starting and middle section has like the grind rails on both sides, them little green pipes, which actually rather stand out compared to the regular arid canyon vibe, which it was really cool because usually that green is like what the grass would be in the backgrounds and the sidings and the off-road, but in this game it's saying like, hey, this cool vibrant green, you actually want to go on that in this version of the and like this Mario Kart, like, yeah, usually this is off-road in these circuit tracks, but here this is like where you want to go for some extra boosts. And I like how on lap 2 you can find that secret one on the top left, on like that little hill, how it goes up there. It doesn't save a whole lot of time, but it saves enough to go for it. It is hidden behind them tires though, so if you ain't got a mushroom, you ain't making it, Captain. I like the end where you can either choose to stay on the road or go on that shortcut there and go on them 2 ramps, turn into a little airplane, go over to the left side, get another boost. I just think there's a lot of cool uniqueness here. Coming up next at 23, we got Dino Jungle, and I was never really a huge fan of this course, but they actually gave it some pretty decent service in this game. They completely revamped its aesthetic. Now it's like a Jurassic Park research facility. All these different I actually almost just said dragons. All these different dinosaurs, but I do gotta say one thing. They did my boy dirty at the start of this track. Could you imagine not only them causing you to be part of the track, but also telling you that your forehead is big enough to where it's a fucking ramp? Oh, hell no. Oh, I'd be pissed as fuck if I was that Triceratops. That's so disrespectful. Jesus. But then you got the other dinosaur where you can grind on his back. They turn it like a little rail on his spine. That's pretty cool. They added a whole separate route up to the top left once you get inside the actual facility area, which was always my least favorite part from the original Dino Jungle. It was just like some weird cave with geysers, but now it's like a cool little building. It's awesome. You got this orange T-Rex that bursts out. He jump scares you, running around all over, trying to bite you. That's pretty cool. I just think they cooked with this one, and even though it's not up that high because I never really liked this track that much in general, I think all the changes they did here drastically improved it. Coming in at 22, we got Salty Speedway. And I really like this track, the way that you have to like follow the flow of the water and how you can get on land sometimes, but then you go back to the middle section with the water and you're just kind of following the rushing waterfall the whole way through. I think that that's actually really cool, and I think it fits the aesthetic really well. I really like these waterways that a lot of European countries have. I wish we had more of them in the US, which is where I'm from, because I really do like this aesthetic in like TV shows and movies and games and stuff. I think they look really nice. I would love to walk through a city that looks like this, but we don't really have have too many of those here, which is unfortunate. However, as much as I'm liking this course and singing its prayers, I do got to call out one section, and it makes sense that this is called salty speedways because I'm about to get salty. This course has the dumbest section in the entire game. So you're going uphill, right? So you can't see what's in front of you because you're going at an angle up a ramp, right? And then, of course, you see the ramp. It's a very obvious ramp. They want you to trick off of it. They want you to get that nice speed boost off this just delightful, happy little ramp, right? So then you go off the ramp. You get your speed boost. You find out, oh, shit, I'm going right into out of bounds, and I need to hit an immediate, hard, 90-degree left turn that's completely blind. It's like, bro, why? Why would you put the fucking ramp there? That makes me want to get all my momentum if you're just going to make me do a fucking hard left. Because there are no karts in this game or bikes that let you do a hard right. This is not Mario Kart Wii. This is Mario Kart World. So if you're not ready for that turn, your ass is going right off road. And I don't know why they put that sneaky, smelly, stinky little pinky ass fucking turn there, but I don't like it at all. Coming in at 21, we got Koopa Beach, and I've been seeing a lot of unfair, undeserving slander of this track, and it's downright diabolical. So first off, let's talk about aesthetic. This place looks absolutely beautiful. It's a fucking beach rave party at just the most beautiful alcove of all time. Like, how are you hating? The gameplay-wise, is it just a loop? Is it just a simple little loop 5 times? Yeah. It is. But you know what? So is Baby Park, and people love to dick suck and dick ride and glaze the fuck out of Baby Park. This is the same thing. It's a cool track where you can just use a bunch of items, and it's just a simple layout. And I'm actually going to go ahead and say it's a lot better than Baby Park because not only is it more dynamic of a loop, but also it intertwines water texture racing and land texture racing, and it's just so fun. Like, you get like the split between the water controls and the land controls. You get to use all the cool new items because I actually really like the new items in this game. I like the hammer, and I like the Kamek, and I like the coin shell. I especially love the coin shell. Oh my god, the coin shell. It's so fun to use. But you get 5 laps on this simple SNES-based track. It's just really cool. It's really fun. I love the vibes. I love everything about it. I don't understand people who are going to sit here and hate on this track, but will sit there and absolutely glaze the fuck out of Baby Park. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why. It's just a simple, fun track. You just go in a loop 5 times. It's simple. It's fun. It's a track that everyone can play. You put this track on no matter who you're going against. It don't matter if you're going against the most seasoned veteran of all time, or if you're playing with like the shittiest player of all time. Everyone's gonna have a fun time on this track. And I also seen a cool YouTube video of some dude doing it like backwards and then using the reverse feature and doing like a super fast lap speed. I don't know what was going on there. That was a goofy ass video, but yeah, Koopa Beach, it's absolutely fun. I love this track. I'm sick of the slander, god dang it. Coming at the 20th place spot, we got Starview Peak by Mommy Rosalina. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Starview Peak isn't exactly peak, but it is pretty good. At the start of the track, we got some Iced Ice Outpost action going on here with the green and yellow roads. If I had a nickel for every winter theme... No, stop. The nickel joke isn't funny anymore. Stop making it on every goddamn comment section. It's not funny! But, no, that is a really weird coincidence that this is the second snow-themed track in a row to have these green and yellow roads. I don't know why Nintendo keeps doing that. I don't know. Maybe we'll see it for the third one in the next game. I don't know. But after that, you got some turns, you got some ramps, and then you go into the water section. The water section's really cool because on the ridges of the water, you can actually drive. There's like a little gold sliver part of actual road. So if you're skilled enough, you can actually get some good speed by just riding the ridges. But that's just really hard to do. But some of the crazy-ass world records do that, and I don't know. I try doing it, and it's really fun if you can pull it off, but it's some pretty hard tech. And then, I don't know, just the whole aesthetic, the northern lights, the stars, the nighttime. Now, Mario Kart World does have a day-night cycle, so your skybox kind of differs depending on when you go to this track, but for me, when I think of this track, I think of the nighttime skybox with the northern lights and the stars, because it is a place where you peek at the Starview stars, obviously. And I really love how at the end of the track, you go through the star rings and you go right into the Rosalina's library with a nice red carpet, and it's just a really nice aesthetic overall, and I just really like this one. Coming in at 19, we got Peach Beach, Holy Glow Up, going from the track that we all know and don't love from GameCube, later brought into the Wii version, and now it's in this version, and they improved on the base track in every single way, but then on top of that, laps 2 and 3 are completely new and unique, so this is damn near more of a new track than a retro track. That's fucking awesome. I especially love the second lap where you're like, or not second lap, where you're going between the buildings and you're on like the roofs and stuff, riding the walls, and it's just like a whole ass new course. It's so cool. Now the last lap can get a little boring. It is kind of just a big wide open area full of water, but improving vastly on the first lap and making the second lap completely fun and unique with the building section, I can kind of look past the sort of kind of lackluster third lap. I still don't even think it's that bad, but compared to the first 2 laps, it definitely is the worst lap. Coming in at number 18, we got Faraway Oasis, and I just got to get this out of the way. I don't really like savanna aesthetics, like this whole safari kind of thing. It's just not my thing. I don't really like these dry, humid-ass areas. It's just not my favorite. And I was ready to put this track way lower on the ranking because of that. But gameplay-wise, it's actually pretty cool. My favorite part of this track by far is when you go off the big ramp into the water and there's clearly the way you're supposed to go, but if you go the weird little goofy goblin way to the right, you can actually get on that sneaky little rail out of bounds and just go up on that whole ass separate route, and then you trick off that rail and land on another grind rail, and it's just a really cool alternate way to go. It is really fun to go for it. And just the combination of like the water and the dry land and the kind of wooded kind of area on the sides of the tracks with the grind rails, especially the end with like the waterfall section. It is a really cool, nice set piece. Even if I don't really like it that much as like atmospheric wise, like all the animals and stuff, they're just not really my thing. Gameplay wise, this is pretty fun, and that waterfall part, like I said, is really, really cool. Coming in at number 17, we got Shy Guy Bazaar, and I absolutely love the way they kind of integrated Sarasaland with Daisy's like kind of temple castle thing over there. And I just think that's really cool how they're kind of trying to integrate this into more of Daisy's kind of heritage and culture and stuff, and that's pretty cool. But I know that this is a pretty big fan favorite track, and honestly, I've never really liked it all too much. I mean, I still like the track, and this definitely is a better version than the one from the 3DS version. Like, this is definitely the best way to play this track. And it is still fun, and there's a lot of cool alternate routes and stuff, especially with the new grind rails and some really crazy world record shortcuts. Like, some of the world record speedruns are absolutely nutty. But overall, I just don't really find myself enjoying this track too much. It kind of is a skill issue, but I feel like doing all of the fun stuff is just way too risky, I find. To the point where this track kind of gets annoying because I either play in a way where I'm like, okay, I have to win, so let me just not do any of the cool new tech, and then I'm just thinking to myself like, damn, I'm missing out on so many cool routes. But then if I try to go for those cool routes on this track in particular, I just find they're very weird and I don't find them very consistent. So when I try to go and land on some of the grind rails, especially at the very end where there's like those 2 back-to-back, trying to jump back and forth on them to land on them, it's just kind of tricky, and I either don't go for them and I feel like I'm missing out, or I can't land the tricks and I fall and I get like 12th, 13th, 14th place and I just get pissed off. So it is a bit of a skill issue here, but I don't know. I just don't find myself enjoying this track as much as everyone else, but I still do like it, and I really like trying to, try to perfect it in time trials. But I'm trying to fucking do all these cool ass tricks and I'm getting hit with every single fucking item in the fucking game. It pisses me off. Coming in at number 16, we got Acorn Heights, and I absolutely love the vibe of this track. It's like a big tree, and then you go down and you're on like leaves and stems and vines. This stuff is super cool. I love all the different alternate routes you can go. Like, there are so many different ways you can go on them leaves and grind rails and fucking walls and gliding all over that section right after the big glider jump. There's just so many different ways to go, and it's super cool. And I just love like aesthetically, like it's just so cool, and the idea of this track is so fucking great. But I do have to say one thing, unfortunately. I just feel like this track should have just been Wild Woods instead. Like, I feel bad saying that, but I mean, I kind of feel like I'm doing this track a little dirty by saying that, but I just gotta say it how it is. That's how I feel. But to give it some credit, at least this is where you unlock the special cup, like in the cutscene, like how it shows like all the trophies coming together once you got gold on all of them, and the Grand Prix mode, it unlocks Rainbow Road and it flies through. I mean, at least that cutscene starts here, so that makes it actually pretty cool and pretty memorable for that cutscene alone. Halfway through the list at 15, we got Mario Circuit from Super Nintendo. And man, the amount of disservice that I've been seeing this track get is absolutely insane, absurd, diabolical, dastardly, and disrespectful. I am appalled. What the fuck do y'all have against this goated ass track? It combines the original Mario Circuit 1, 2, and 3 that started the entire franchise. Like, y'all need to... What the fuck is wrong with you guys? This track is so cool. Each lap it goes into a different version of the Mario circuits from Super Nintendo. That is so cool. And now, yes, I do wish that it would have included Mario Circuit 4 too, but even though it doesn't, like, just the aesthetics, like the cool ass Mario statue on top of the building there, the guaranteed food, the fast food item, so you always get a guaranteed mushroom, so you can always guarantee yourself a shortcut at the end of Mario Circuit 3 through the gap shortcut that everyone knows and loves. I love Mario Circuit 3. I'm so sick of the slander. I don't care if it's been brought back so many times. It's a great track. The only way you're going to lose that item is if you get hit with like a fucking, I don't know, ran over by a mega mushroom, get hit by lightning. It don't matter. It gives you a guaranteed mushroom for that goddamn goated shortcut that's been in every iteration of this damn track. Y'all gotta put some respect on the Super Nintendo tracks, and I just love how the way it has like the old classic SNES bricks, the rainbow bricks. I brought that up a lot in my Mario Kart 8 ranking. And I'm gonna bring it up here. I just love that aesthetic of just the OG classic borders around the tracks. They're so cool, and they just make the colors pop. I love all the off-road shortcuts in the sand. I just think it's, like I said, it's just such a cool idea. Like interjecting all the circuit tracks into one amalgamation is just so fucking cool. Coming in at number 14, we got Peach Stadium. Now, please keep in mind, we are talking about the second version of this track, not that shitty-ass, goofy-ass, pathetic first version from Grand Prix mode. Hell no, we are talking about the versus mode. We are talking about the second mode. Please keep that in mind. So now that we discussed that we're talking about the good version, man, I love this track. There's no even real crazy gimmicks here or nothing. It's just straight skill. You just got to compete. This is like a real racetrack. You got to compete to win, and it's so fun. All the curves, all the turns. Some of them are kind of tricky. You can choose to go all the way up top, go a little bit up top, go on the wall. It's just so, you just got so many options here. It's just really fun. I love the aesthetic. It's not doing anything too crazy. It's just a nice, chill, fast-paced race. It's really fun, and I really like it. You got some grind rails you can go on as expected, some mushroom. It's just really fun. I really like this one. I feel like this one's a little bit underrated, and understandably so, because, you know, some people really like the wacky, crazy, gimmicky tracks, but I like those too. But I also like the simplistic ones that just have a really fun layout to race on, and this is just one that has a really fun layout to race on. Coming in at number 13, we got Wario Stadium, and I just gotta say, holy glow up, man. They really elevated the feel of this, like, monster truck arena, demolition derby-ass area, which honestly just really overshadows what Choco Mountain was trying to do earlier. Man, I still feel like I picked on that track a little bit too much, but it kind of deserves it. I mean, if you know that this Wario Stadium's in the game, you should have upped your junk a little bit, but we're talking about Wario Stadium, and man, I just really love the vibes, the aesthetic, the colors, and some of the world record strategies on this track are absolutely insane. Holy shit. All the grinding you can do on top of the course, the way you go out of bounds to go back into bounds to catch the grind rail, it's absolutely insane. It's crazy. Just all the ramps, all the wall riding. This track is probably one of the best ones that really utilizes the new mechanics in this game. However, there is one thing I do have to say, and this is not fair to Mario Kart World at all, but I feel like this wouldn't be genuine if I didn't say this. So I have a hacked version of Mario Kart Wii, right, where it added a bunch of new custom tracks. And one of those custom tracks is a really well-made Wario Stadium from Nintendo 64. And after seeing what fan-made hackers could do to that version, it does leave me a little bit disappointed with this version, because honestly, this version, while it is a fantastic track, didn't really do a good job of making it feel like the original one from the Nintendo 64, which you could say is a good or a bad thing, because that track wasn't really that good to begin with. But the track that I played on my hacked Wii not only made it a very good track, but it also felt like the original Wario Stadium. So I guess that's not really fair for me to even really consider that in my mind. But the truth is, when I'm playing this version, I'm kind of thinking to myself like, damn, this track is cool, but I've literally played a better version of this track made by fans compared to the fucking billion-dollar company. So like I said, I know that that's not fair to really say, and you can kind of hate on me for saying that, but that's just kind of how I feel when I'm playing. I can't control how my brain thinks. I'm just thinking like, damn, I could be playing a better version on my Wii compared to this new $500 system. So I don't know. I mean, that is kind of unfair, but I mean, it wouldn't be genuine if I didn't bring that up. So, coming in at number 12, Sky High Sunday, the first one on the clock. And this being the only Mario Kart 8 track to come back was definitely an odd choice, but I wasn't familiar with your game here. This track is absolutely great in this game. I didn't like it much in Mario Kart 8, as not a lot of people did. I could say the same thing everyone else says is, oh, it looks shittier, and oh, the grind rail mechanics, they were so buggy and weird with the anti-gravity in Mario Kart 8, because they were originally all supposed to be made for this track in this game, and I 100% agree with those claims, by the way. I am a firm believer that this track was designed to be in this game, and it was just put in Mario Kart 8 just because why not? Fuck it. And, yeah, no, this version of the track is absolutely great. It's pretty similar to the Mario Kart 8 version, but just tweaked in all the right ways and all the best ways. One of my favorite parts is at the very end. You can either just take it the normal way, or you can ride the wall at the end, go down there in the little dip there. I love the secrets with the box, and if you throw, like, an item, or if you have a mushroom, you can go through the boxes and go through, like, that ramp there. That's pretty cool. Just overall, the colors, the decoration, the new rail grinding just really elevated this track to really reach its full potential and it be the track that it was always destined to be. Coming in at number 11, we got Toad's Factory from Wii, and the changes here are kind of weird. I don't really use many of the changes, like I don't go on any of the alternate routes, besides the ending, of course, with the elevated metal things held by the cranes, so instead of skipping over the water with a mushroom, you trick on like those platforms, which I don't know if I like more or not. Doing the mushroom cut was really cool over the water, but I mean these grind platforms up top elevated by cranes, those are cool too. I don't really understand why they got rid of the boxes in the middle section part. Like they just got rid of a whole obstacle for like literally no reason. I don't know why they did that. And the alternate routes are cool, like when you trick off the wall and get up top. Like, those parts are cool, but I just don't really use them that much. But I'm glad they're there. I mean, it's a way to go, I guess. I don't know if I like this version more or less than the original, but the fact that it's a debate at all should tell you that this is a pretty good track because the original was pretty good. So the fact that this one is competing with that should let you know, like, hey, this is a pretty quality track. I mean, it just barely missed the top 10, so it's still good. I'm not really sure about some of the changes, if I like them more or not, but at the end of the day, it is still Toad's Factory. Coming in, starting off the top 10, we got DK Spaceport. Man, this track just does almost everything right. It utilizes the new Mario Kart World moveset so well with the grinding rails and the wall riding. Just the aesthetics are really nice. The colors pop really nice. The layout isn't too interesting. Like, the layout itself is lame, right? But all the new mechanics, all like the obstacles, like the barrels and stuff, it makes the layout so fun to race on, because if you just look at the minimap, yeah, it does look like a basic track, but when actually playing it, oh my god, this track is so fun. I love like the feather shortcuts you can do. I love like the off-road shortcuts you can do, like on each grassy turn you can take a mushroom through those to catch some speed. Like I said, I love the grinding part, especially that one part where it's just a bunch of grind rails and you hop from grind rail to grind rail to grind rail to grind rail. That part is so fucking fun. If you time your tricks right, you can trick off the barrels that are supposed to be like your obstacles if you get a good timing. I love the springing platforms when you ride over them, they like bounce you in the air. Those are super fun. And like I said, I just love the way the colors pop, and I love the robot DK trying to fuck you over, and at the very end of the track you go right under him, right through him, and bam, finish the track. It's such a climactic finish to the Mushroom Grand Prix, and it's just such a fun track. And obviously the design of it being the OG Donkey Kong level from the arcade game, this track is just so fun. Coming in at number 9, we got Airship Fortress. Now, this is a pretty faithful remake. I mean, the start of the track, you can obviously go up on those chains and go over the gate and start doing, like, some weird grind rail stuff. But apart from that, the rest of this track is pretty faithful to how it was. I mean, obviously, it added grind rails on the inside of the ship. But overall, pretty much everything, aside from the grind rails, it's just pretty much the exact same track, which is a good thing because Airship Fortress is an absolute banger. I love the vibes, the aesthetic. I love this in DS. One of, if not the best course from DS, and it's here, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. It looks really good, and it's just really fun. It's just a really, really faithful remaster. I don't really got a lot to say here. It's just really good. It's really fun, and it's just Airship Fortress. Coming in at number 8, we got Wario's Shipyard, or I guess as it's known now, Wario's Galleon. I don't know why we had to get the fucking British version of the name. Ew, disgusting, icky. But yeah, no, I really like this track. I really love racing on the water. It's a lot more fun than going underwater, and I already loved the original version of this track. And so the new version with all the waves and all the stuff, like the wave mechanics in Mario Kart World are so cool. Like if you throw bombs and there's like explosions, that causes waves to trick on. Like that's so fucking cool. That is so cool. And all the different routes and all the secret ways you can go are so cool. Like the part where you can fucking, instead of going through the cannon, you grind rail on the side, trick off the top of the cannon and land on the mast. That is so fucking cool. Just the aesthetics, the vibes, just everything about this track is so fun. And it's actually kind of hard, too. This is definitely one of the trickier tracks in the game. And it's just so fun to master this track, master the layout, learn all the different shortcuts, all the grind rails. I really love the shortcut at the very end where you trick off that ramp, and if you land just right, you can land on the grind rail and grind through the finish line. Just absolutely love Wario's Galleon. I'm still pissed off about that. I'm always calling this track Wario Shipyard. Why the fuck is it called Galleon? God damn it. Coming in at number 7, we got Rainbow Road. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, hold on, pump the brakes there, Buster. This is my favorite Rainbow Road in the entire series. Why is it only at number 7? And I gotta say, as much as I do like this Rainbow Road, it is definitely not the best in the series. Y'all are fucking smoking copium with that one. I mean, I know it's the new, shiny, fancy one, but it does have some things that weigh it back. So first of all, it's not even that hard. It's not hard at all, actually. This is one of the easier tracks in the game, I'm not gonna lie to you. And the fact that I'm saying that Rainbow Road is one of the easier tracks is fucking diabolical. Like, there's not really anything hard about this track at all. There is a lot of parts to it, and there's a lot of sections to it, and I think that's pretty cool, but challenge is not here, and challenge is the number one thing I look for from a Rainbow Road. So the fact that it's not that challenging, okay, whatever. Problem number 2. Some of the transitions take just too long. There's a lot of times where you're just gliding through the air, getting to the next section. As a spectacle, it's really cool. But as a gameplay-wise, you're kind of just saying like, okay, this looks cool, but I want to fucking play the game. Problem number 3, some of the parts of the Rainbow Road don't look the most interesting. When I play Rainbow Road, I want to see vibrant colors. I want to see all this, and this. And I want to see all the shiny colors, and I want to see the rainbow. And then on some parts of this track, instead of having a rainbow, they do like one solid color with like a bunch of different design choices. So then there's like a blue part, and then there's like an orange part, and there's a part where you're going through the water, which isn't even rainbow at all. And I don't really know what's going on there. And there's just, I don't know. It's just not hard. The road is very open. It's very plain. And some sections, now, of course, and some sections are really fucking cool, and the music-wise and aesthetically, and a lot of it, it does look really cool, but I definitely do find that this Rainbow Road has definitely been overrated already. I mean, it just came out, but I feel like it's definitely been being overrated because it's like such a huge spectacle. It's the end of the game. It's the grand finale, but it's definitely not like probably even like my top 3 Rainbow Roads. It's just way too easy. But I really like the end where you're coming to the end and like all the characters are fucking like cheering you on from the train, especially the robot Donkey Kong waving his fist. That part's really cool. I really like the space station part. I hated Mario Kart 8's Rainbow Road because of the space station aesthetic, but this one did the space station aesthetic really cool. And I like how like the way the camera works where you start going up the wall, kind of like you kind of start going sideways a little bit. It's really cool. Like visually it looks really cool. You got the thwomps there. You got the SNES rainbow thwomps. That's really cool. And the parts where the road is actually rainbow looks really good, but I just don't like the parts where the track just kind of turns into like one color. I don't really like those parts. But overall, this track is still good. I mean, it is in the top 7, and it is a really good Rainbow Road, but it's not one of the best ones, which isn't really saying too much because Rainbow Roads are generally some of the best tracks in the game. So I'm not trying to dog on this track too much, but I've been seeing everybody. Okay, my main complaint is people are putting it above Mario Kart Wii's Rainbow Road, and that's pissing me off because in no fucking grand fucking spanking fucking section in this goddamn earth is this track even touching Mario Kart Wii Rainbow Road. Mario Kart Wii Rainbow Road is the best goddamn track in the entire fucking series, and it always will be. And the fact that people are saying that this track is better than Mario Kart Wii is pissing me off. So am I going a little bit hard on this track? Maybe a little bit, but stop. Don't ever fucking tell me that this track is better than Wii Mario Kart Rainbow Road, because it is not. It is not. Coming in at number 6 is Whistle Top Summit, and honestly, this is the track that kind of is like the tutorial of the grind rails. Like, there are so many grind rails all over this track, and this level is pretty much teaching you, like, bro, use these goddamn grind rails. They're everywhere, and they are by far my favorite new mechanic in this game. They are so fun to use. The speedrun strats on this track are absolutely insane. You are going crazy, and I love the idea that, like, the grind rails, like, actually, like, make sense here, like, because it's a train station area, so grinding on like the train track trails are so fucking fun and cool to do. And the fact that it's kind of like Calamari Desert where the train can come around and fuck you over at sometimes is really cool. But also the train can help you out at sometimes because there's like a ramp on the train, so if you can get the timing right for the train, you can actually trick off the top of the train on some parts of the track. That is so cool. There's the double wall ride shortcut, which isn't even really viable anymore. It's not even used in world record runs anymore, so that was a short-lived shortcut. Whoop-de fucking do. Now you just mushroom cut through the grass, but I don't care. I'm taking it anyway because it looks fucking badass. And then I love the ending. Dude, the ending cut is, like, the world record on the end of this track is so cool. You're going on the grind rail to the left, to the right, then you go on, like, the sign, you go on the left again, and then you go up top into the crowd, an area that you didn't even know you could probably get to on this track. There's so many cool tech in this track, and I just absolutely love every section of this track. I love the aesthetic. I love the vibes. I just love everything about this track. It is just so fun, and it's the third track in the game. Like, god dang. Coming in at number 5, we got Boo Cinema, and this track is absolutely cinema. So most Ghost Valley and Ghost tracks are kind of similar, and they kind of get stale and stagnant, whatever. And this track takes the Ghost House, Ghost theme, Ghost Valley aesthetic, and just absolutely spins it in such a new creative way. It's a haunted, spooky movie theater showing a horror film. You go into it, and just your whole vision, the filter changes. It's, oh my god, it's like a fucking old noir theme. Like, it looks so fucking cool. It has like gothic like castle backgrounds. It looks so fucking awesome. And even though it's a pretty simple layout, all things considered, it's just really fun and it's just really cool. The atmosphere absolutely sells this track. It is so fun. It is, I mean, they put cinema in the name for a reason because it's absolute cinema. I know I already said that, but I'm saying it again, and I'm going to say it a third time. It's absolutely cinema. 3 times in a row. That's cinema. That's 4. Coming in at number 4, we got Dry Bones Burnout. And just look at the picture that I chose for this track. Look at this picture. Look at this frame. Look at how absolutely magnificent this atmosphere is. Oh my god. All the separate routes, all the ways you can go, all the wall riding, all the grinding. And then I love this new mechanic, which it was perfected better in another track, but I want to point it out here. The lava mechanics in this game are so fucking good. If you have a speed boost item, you can drive on the lava as long as you are boosting and going fast. Now, if you start to slow down, then it'll gobble you up. It's kind of like quicksand, and it's such a cool idea. You can do so many cool cuts over the lava. Oh my, so the aesthetics, the vibes are so fucking good. It is so fun. The layout is so fun. It's so creative. It's so unique. It is so fucking cool. It doesn't feel like a generic lava area at all. This level could have so easily have just felt like a generic volcano kind of area, but it doesn't. It has like its own vibe, its own theme, and the picture I have on screen right now, the fact that the main attraction of this course is like a dry bone skull with the lanterns as eyeballs. Like, oh my god, this track is so cool. And at the very end, you can trick off the wall and glide through the air onto like the finish line, and just, oh my god, the shortcuts, the cool tricks, the cool strats, the speed runs for this track are absolutely insane. All the different routes you can go up, you can go down, you can go under, you can go the grind around the left, the right, up and down. It's just so absolutely insane. I don't even know all the routes in this track. This track is so complex, so fun, so cool. It's absolutely perfect. Well, maybe not perfect because we still got 3 more tracks above, but you know what I mean. Coming in at number 3, the bronze place spot, we got the Great Question Mark Ruins, and I absolutely love this track. These old sacred fucking temple grounds, these ruins in the skies and the clouds, like, oh, that is such a cool concept. It's kind of giving me some Thwomp Ruins vibes, and while this track isn't as good as Thwomp Ruins, it's getting pretty fucking close, man. This track is super fun. The shortcut on this track, oh my god. The one where you go off off-road and you hit like the bottom of that ring and then you go onto the wall into the other ring and land back on the cloud. How is that even possible? I don't understand. These strats are so insane. And this track has some hard-ass sharp turns too, so it's actually like really difficult too. This is a pretty tough track. It's really fun. All the shortcuts, just the aesthetics, the vibes. It's so fun. Kind of gives some Mario Bros. Wonder representation from like that one world. I don't remember the name of it, but like that one like kind of blocky, yellow blocky cave area. Kind of gives like some of those vibes here. So Mario Wonder got a little bit of representation. That's pretty cool. And honestly, I don't know. It's just, I love everything about this track. It is so fun. It is so cool. If you've played the game, I've seen a lot of people's, I haven't seen a lot of people's, but I've seen a little bit of discourse over this game, and a lot of people have generally been saying, like, yeah, this track is pretty fucking good. And I 100% agree. Definitely deserves the bronze place medal here. Coming at the silver place spot at number 2, we got Cheap Cheap Falls. And I think this track is so underrated. I've barely been seeing anyone talk about this track. This track is so fucking fun. Oh my god, the aesthetics and the vibes. Oh my goodness. This track is so fucking beautiful. Oh my god. The fact that the whole track, you start off on like underneath like this old ancient Asian like architecture, like this like dojo kind of aesthetic, and then you go through and then you go underneath the waterfall, and then the entire rest of the track is stemming from that waterfall, and you're riding like the river like water from that waterfall. Oh my god, that is such a cool, unique idea. You get all these different little routes you can go as you're going through the water. Like you can go on like the grind rail, you can go up top to the left, you can like wall ride, like you can go all these different ways while going through this rushing water. You're just going through like the canals. Like, oh my god, it is so fucking cool. It is so cool. Like, just aesthetically, just the Cheap Cheeps coming in out of nowhere through the water. They'll fuck you over. They're such a funny, cool obstacle. They're just fucking every single racer. It doesn't matter if you're in first. It doesn't matter if you're in 24th. The Cheap Cheeps will come for your ass. They will get you. And then at the very end, you got like the big loop around the boxes. So if you have a mushroom, you can cut through the boxes and get one last shortcut, one last hurrah to try to catch first and win the race. I absolutely love this track. It is so fun. It is just, I love it. It is literally almost perfect. The only reason that this isn't at number 1 is because number 1 is just in a league of its own, and I'm sure by process of elimination you already know what it is. So let's get into number 1. Coming in at the gold place spot, number 1, Bowser's Castle. Holy fucking shit. I don't know where to start with this track. Okay, I'll start off by saying this. This is my 3rd favorite track of all time. Of all time. In every single Mario Kart game, this is my 3rd favorite track. My top 3 goes this track, Thwomp Ruins, and then Wii Rainbow Road. So the fact that this is in my top 3 already is absolutely absurd. This track is so good. The vibes, the aesthetic, the music, the shortcuts. Oh my fucking god. The shortcuts are so good. So number 1, you can do the shortcuts. The 2 best shortcuts, 2 of my favorite shortcuts in the entire game are both on this track. They're both right after each other, and neither one of them require a mushroom. You can do them every single time you play this track. You can do them without any mushroom, any setup at all. All you have to do is just know how to pull them off, and you can hit them every single time, every single lap. That is so peak. And just so many alternate routes. For the first like 10 times I played this track, I didn't even know there was an alternate route up top. But if you ride the chains, you can go to a whole ass separate area on top of the castle. What is going on? This track is so cool. And like I said earlier on Dry Bones Burnout, you can do the lava mechanics with mushroom cuts. Oh my god. And just let me just go over the track in general. So you got the split ways. You can go left or right. If you go right, you can hit the rails up top and hit the left, and then do a wall hop, do another wall hop to the other side, do a trick, land on the sign, do a sign on the trick, and land on the other whole opposite side and do that shortcut. Such a fantastic shortcut. And if you've never done it, I sound like I'm talking like a crazy person, because I am talking like a crazy person, because these shortcuts could only be concocted and done by a crazy person. That's how insane they are. And then you start going over the water, or over the lava. I almost said water. That's how crazy this track is. It's making me think lava's water. How crazy do you gotta be to make someone think water is lava? What the hell am I even talking about? And then you're going over lava bubbles. I think they're called like potaboos or whatever those little lava blob enemies are called. I don't know. The big fireball with the big lava ball that has eyes that pops up from the lava. I don't know what those are called. I'm pretty sure they're called potaboos. I don't know. But then you take the gliding rail and it goes up, and it goes up, up, up and away. through the fucking vortex of Satan's ass. I don't know what's going on, but then you land and the rest of the track has this lightning boost speed, so now you're going super fast. You don't got 200cc in this game? Doesn't matter. This track is giving you ultra boost. You are zooming out of your mind, and then this is when the best shortcut in the entire game happens. You go off-road. You go on the wall, you trick off the wall, you use the lightning boosting speed, and you glide over the place you're supposed to go between Bowser's teeth, scrub off a little bit of plaque, hit his gum because you feel like it, and land on the whole other side of the track. It is absolutely peak. This track is so fucking good. Oh my god. And then you're still going fast from the fucking speed boost, and you're going through, and the music, it goes like, like, that music is so good. I thought that the Mario Kart 8 Bowser's Castle theme couldn't be topped. And then they brought this track in. Oh my god, this track is so good, like music track wise. Obviously, I've just talked about the track, but I'm talking about like music track wise. Oh my god. And what makes it even more peak, and this doesn't have anything to do with the track at all, but I just wanted to add this. When I was playing the Grand Prix mode, as I was leading up to the Bowser's Castle section, Baby Bowser from Yoshi's Island, that final boss theme, that goated ass final boss theme, they have a remix of that song in the game, and that song started playing as I was getting up to Bowser's Castle, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is about to be fucking peak. And it was one of the best tracks I've ever played in Mario Kart history. It is so fucking fantastic. I love literally everything about this track. This track is so fucking fun. It's not too long, so you can constantly get quick laps in to learn like the strategies, learn the shortcuts, and the shortcuts are so fun to learn and master, and they're just, oh my god. And there's a whole other shortcut I didn't even mention. There's a shortcut where you can hop on the wall over the pool of lava and trick back onto the track. I forgot all about that shortcut because I was talking about the other shortcuts. That shortcut's fucking cool as fuck too. Just I'm just getting tired. I'm getting worked up. I'm sweaty talking about this track. This track is so fun. It's just peak. It is so fucking peak. It is so good. And once 200cc comes out, this track is about to be so much even better. Oh my god. But I want everyone to know who's watching this that you are important, you are valuable, and you are significant. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it and going. And I didn't really enjoy buying this damn Switch. I didn't really enjoy all the money that was wasted into getting this thing. But now that I got it, I absolutely love Mario Kart World, and Donkey Kong Bonanza is about to be out. And I don't know if you guys have seen the leaks. Well, I guess I can say this because this video will be out after that game's out. But K. Rool's in the game. Oh my fucking god, get hype. But I want everyone to know, well, I already said that part. I'm so worked up. I'm so crazy. I'm so out of my, that's how crazy this track is. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm going looky, loony, and cuckoo crazy. I don't know. I hope to catch you guys next time for next week's video. But if not, this is the drop off. Take care.